guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Annie, and in today's video we are going to be doing summer reading series episode number 3, all about thrillers that you are going to love. These books I have acquired over the past couple of years, and they have become probably some of my favorites, and thrillers have become one of my favorite genres besides true crime and mystery, but a lot of the times they're kind of like tied into each other, and I absolutely love the books that I picked out for you guys today. And then as always, I will have some honorary mentions at the end of this video. But for now, grab your coffee. I just have here a cold brew black, or grab your tea, grab your water, and let's get on into the video. I have a friend over here, Nala. If you have seen some of my vlogs, she is one of the stars. She is just hanging out with me today, but I am going to be talking about 4 books, and then as always, like I said, I will have some honorary mentions at the end. But if you've seen one of my summer reading series videos before, then I'm going to be following the same type of format. I'm going to be reading the description on the back of the book and then just be giving some of my thoughts and how I liked the book and stuff. I loved every single one of these that I'm going to talk about. There are so many. I could honestly probably give you a list of like 40 good thrillers that I've read within the past couple of years, but for now I'm just going to narrow it down to 4, and I hope you guys like them. A lot of these are pretty popular, I will say, and they've been made into movies or TV shows, and if they haven't, I will definitely let you guys know, because if you're like me, then you like to read the books and then watch the movie after and see any similarities and stuff. So without further ado, let's get right on into the video. Okay, first up we have a book by one of my favorite authors, Ruth Ware. This book is called In a Dark, Dark Wood, and this book is seriously so good. I feel like I read it in a couple of days, and if you like any of her other books, she wrote The Woman in Cabin 10, The Death of Mrs. Westaway, The Turn of the Key, and The Lying Game, you will absolutely love this book. This was definitely more on the thriller side though than mystery, and yeah, you guys, this book is so good. I just realized there isn't a description on the back of it though, so I'm gonna pull up a description on Goodreads and then I'll read you guys that. I just pulled up the description here on my Goodreads, and it says, Nora hasn't seen Claire for 10 years. Not since Nora walked out of school one day and never went back. There was a dark, dark house until, out of the blue, an invitation to Claire's hen do arrives. Is this a chance for Nora to finally put her past behind her? And in the dark, dark house, there was a dark, dark room. But something goes wrong. Very wrong. And in the dark, dark room, some things can't stay secret forever. This book was so good, you guys. I feel like I say that about all of the books I talk about, because I've read so many over the past few years, and some of them really just do stick out with their storylines and the creativeness that the authors come up with, and Ruth Ware is one of those authors, you guys. She is amazing. I absolutely love all of her books, and if I were to recommend another one by her, it would definitely be The Woman in Cabin 10. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that was the first book she wrote, and then this might have been the second. And this is definitely one that will keep you wanting more. You will not want to put this down. And if you guys like this book, please let me know down below. I feel like it's been out for a couple of years now, so if you've read it, just let me know. Okay, next up we have a super popular one. This one is The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. I read this, I want to say probably 2 years ago, and I could not put it down. I just remember, especially towards the end, just being absolutely mesmerized by the story. It was so good. It's definitely a little bit longer, like 420 pages, and then this one was 300. In a Dark, Dark Wood was 300. This book is amazing. It is now a Netflix movie, but I heard the Netflix movie was not that good, so I'm not recommending it. I haven't seen it. Definitely do your research first, but this book was one of those books that you just could not stop thinking about it. So I'll read you the back, and then I definitely recommend, if you're gonna read any of these, it would probably be this one, just because the story is so good. Anna Fox lives alone, a recluse in her New York City home, unable to venture outside. She spends her days drinking wine, maybe too much, watching old movies, recalling happier times, and spying on her neighbors. Then the Russells move into the house across the way. A father, a mother, their teenage son, the perfect family. But when Anna, gazing out of her window one night, sees something she shouldn't, her world begins to crumble and its shocking secrets are laid bare. Was it real? Was it imagined? Who was in danger? Who was in control? In this diabolically gripping thriller, no one and nothing is what it seems. That is the perfect description of this book. It is one that will leave you wanting more and just like questioning so many things. So definitely pick this one up for the summer if you have not read it already. This next one, I actually saw the show before I read the book, and I wish I had done it the other way around because the book was so much better than the show in my opinion, even though the show is definitely one of my favorites. This is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn, and she is an amazing author, you guys. She wrote Gone Girl and Dark Places, which I've read both of those, and those are great as well, but this is my favorite one that she wrote personally. I just like really loved the story. It was so creepy and just so crazy to me, and like I said, the show definitely inspired me to read this book, but I'm pretty sure it's on HBO. I don't think it is on like on demand or anything anymore. It's a few years old. I want to say like it came out in maybe like 2017, but I'll read you the back of this book, and then if you want a really, really creepy thriller, then this is definitely the one for you. Fresh from a brief stay at a psych hospital, reporter Camille Preaker faces a troubling assignment. She must return to her tiny hometown to cover the murders of 2 preteen girls. For years, Camille has hardly spoken to her neurotic, hypochondriac mother or to the half-sister she barely knows, a beautiful 13-year-old with an eerie grip on the town. Now, installed in her old bedroom in her family's Victorian mansion, Camille finds herself identifying with the young victims a bit too strongly. Dogged by her own demons, she must unravel the psychological puzzle of her own past if she wants to get this story and survive this homecoming. This is crazy. I just remember reading this and wondering how somebody can come up with this stuff. You guys, like, these authors are amazing at what they do, obviously, but some of these stories really do stick out to me, and this is definitely one of them. The last book I am going to mention in this thrillers episode of my summer reading series is going to be Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. This was one of those books, like I said, that you just could not put down. The story just kept going and unraveling. It was amazing, and he wrote a few other, or she, I'm sorry, I'm not sure, but they wrote a few other books. The Breakdown, which I'm pretty sure I did read. Yes, I read that one. That one was okay, but this was my favorite one that I've read by this author. And then also Bring Me Back, which was, like I said, it was still good, but it wasn't my favorite. This one was amazing. It reminded me of a Criminal Minds episode, and that's just like something I love. If you know me, I love Criminal Minds. So this one says, everyone knows a couple like Jack and Grace. He has looks and wealth. She has charm and elegance. He's a dedicated attorney who has never lost a case. She is a flawless homemaker, a masterful gardener and cook, and dotes on her disabled younger sister. Though they are still newlyweds, they seem to have it all. You might not want to like them, but you do. You're hopelessly charmed by the ease and comfort of their home, by the graciousness of their dinner parties they throw. You'd like to get to know Grace better, but it's difficult because you realize Jack and Grace are inseparable. Some may call this true love. Others might wonder why Grace never answers the phone, or why she can never meet for coffee even though she doesn't work. How can she cook such elaborate meals but remain so slim? Or why she never seems to take anything with her when she leaves the house, not even a pen. Or why there are such high security metal shutters on all the downstairs windows. Some might wonder what's really going on once the dinner party is over and the front door is closed. This one is so good, and I feel like this description really does it justice. I remember picking this up and being recommended it by a friend, and I read it in probably like 2 days. It was so good. And if you're looking for something quick to read, all of these books I read super quickly just because the stories were so good and kept me wanting more. So I know personally I love to go to the beach and I love to be able to read like almost an entire book or an entire book if I'm really lucky, and I feel like all of these are perfect. So if you guys have any recommendations, please leave them down below, and as always, check me out on Goodreads. I post what I'm reading, when I'm reading it, and all of the books that I want to read and have read in the past. You guys are all having a great day or great night whenever you're watching this, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.